And good evening. This is Ralph back again with another stream. Today we're going to be talking about the power of the heart brain connection. And this is all this stuff I have to attribute to Gregg Braden, who's done a lot of work. You may recognize him if you follow the esoteric stuff. He's done a lot of work on the divine matrix, done a lot of work on like Bible code stuff, things like that. And he talks a lot about the power of the heart-brain connection and things that we can do to establish a strong connection between the heart and the brain. Now, the problem with so many people in our world today, whether it's problems in business or problems in other areas of life, is that we tend to be focused in the mind and not so much focused on the heart. And in business especially, this can be a problem. People are just in there all intellectually and logically and rationally, which are important traits, yes, but they lack emotion. They lack enthusiasm. It's like, okay, nothing personal, just business. You know, we remember that line from like mafia movies, right? Well, a lot of people out there are like that even when they're doing something good for other people. It's like, just business. Didn't mean to make you feel good. It's just business, you know. They're operating in the logical centers of the brain, but they're not really connecting their heart into it. And the problem is that when people are all focused in just logic and reason, and just everything is just perfectly rational, it's like there's no emotion in it. And when there's no emotion in something, it's hard to get other people enthusiastic about something. If you don't get enthusiastic about your business, how can you expect anybody else to really get enthusiastic about your business? Now, maybe you hire somebody, be enthusiastic about your business, and they're like your PR person. That can be a good move. I know some folks that are very, very shy, very, very introverted, and they don't really want to be messing around with talking to people because that's not their thing. They're all about the head, not so much about the heart, but they know how to network. And they network with people that are enthusiastic about the business, and they team up with people that are very enthusiastic with the business. And they make a really neat combination. You got the brain, you got the heart, and they're not all combined in one person, but they're combined within a team of two or more people. And that can be every bit as powerful as having one person who's in charge of the whole shooting match that is thinking everything through and also feeling very good about it and able to share positive emotions about their business. But what Gregg Braden mentions, and to me when I first heard this, I was a little surprised, but upon further reflection, it made perfect sense. But he said that when you operate purely out of the brain and not out of the heart, you're really weakening yourself. It's like the brain is 100 times weaker than the heart. And we're talking about the electrical fields that these organs pump out and the magnetic fields that these organs pump out. There are electrical fields associated with the brain and magnetic fields associated with the brain. Also, electrical and magnetic fields associated with the heart. And what Gregg Braden has found in the research that he uses is that the heart, the electric and magnetic fields of the heart, they're 100 times stronger than the electrical and magnetic fields in the brain. So think about that. If you want the power to attract people through magnetism, we've heard about the law of attraction. And I think you may have seen the law of attraction at work, at least in some aspects of your life. When you're got a pleasing personality, when you have positive emotions, other people seem to be attracted to you. When you have negative emotions, when you're always fixating upon the bad, upon the negative, upon, just nasty stuff that nobody really wants to talk about, you're repelling people. You're pushing them away. So yeah, the law of attraction, it works both ways. We can attract, we can repel using our own personal magnetism. Well, when you think about what organs of your body, are more strongly associated with our magnetism, it's the heart. 100 times more magnetic, 100 times more electrical field than the brain. You can think of the old Star Trek series. One of my favorite characters was Mr. Spock, and I didn't realize how limited he was as a kid. I began to realize later on in life how limited Spock was. But Spock was kind of like, the classic Buddhist monk type of guy. Everything was logical. Everything had to be about logic and reason, nothing about the emotion. His sidekick, Captain Kirk, he didn't think in terms of logic. He was all about emotion. He was thinking with his heart, among other things. But yeah, he was thinking more or less with his heart. He knew how to use emotion. He knew how to really get wrapped up in his job. He loved doing what he did. He loved being a starship captain. And this came out strongly in the later movies that they made about Kirk and Spock. And yeah, Spock was all about logic, but over time, he learned how to grow and evolve and incorporate a little bit of emotion into his life. But if you look at the old Star Trek series, Spock is powerful when it comes to like doing math in his head, being all about reason, being all about science, being a great science nerd, very strong, very powerful in that respect. But when push came to shove, and it required out-of-the-box thinking to get them out of a situation, required creative thinking, creative imagination, required some heartfelt emotion. Who was the guy that bailed them out 9 times out of 10? It was Captain Kirk, because he was operating out of the heart. And so Gene Roddenberry, I don't know if he knew about this heart-brain connection, but I mean, yeah, as the creator of Star Trek, he really showed that in the characters of Kirk and Spock. Spock had his strength, but when push came to shove, it was Captain Kirk harnessing the power of emotion that was able to change the tide of battle, snatch victory out of the jaws of defeat. Kirk figured out a way to make that possible. And they seem to be at odds sometimes, Kirk and Spock. But, they learned to team up, and they made a great pair, made a great team, made a great series. Always loved that. But yeah, Spock shows the limitations of just operating out of the brain. Kirk shows the power of tying some emotion to what you do and getting excited, being emotional, maybe even doing a little bit of overacting. Spock, my ship! Yeah, a little bit of overacting there, but I think we get the point. It's emotion that can really make the difference over stone cold logic and reason. But now, we need both. In our business, we need both for success in a lot of different things in life. But if you want to do a successful business, I would suggest that you really want to incorporate both logic and reason and positive emotion into your business. And in order to do that, Gregg Braden gives some tips. A simple mantra is one thing that he recommends. I shared this video out yesterday on all my social media channels. Gregg Braden talking about the power of the heart-brain connection. And one exercise that he recommends for connecting your brain with your heart is a simple meditation. First, touch your heart. You know, you can touch your heart like this. You can form a prayer mudra. Touch your heart like this. Let your thumbs touch your heart area and just connect with your heart that way. And the neat thing about this is that when you touch your heart area, you bring awareness to your heart. And then calm your mind, calm your brain. Just focus, relax, breathe in slowly, and breathe out slowly. And this sends the signal from the brain to the heart and the rest of the body. We're at peace. We are relaxed. We are not in any kind of danger. And this allows the heart and the brain to begin communication with one another. Steady stream of communication, linking the heart with the brain. And then to really get the connection going, the third step is to simply think about something that you are grateful for. Think about something that you love. Another guy I like to follow, Ajahn Brahm, from the Buddhist Society of Western Australia. He has something he calls metta meditation. And he says, just sit and imagine that you are petting a cat, if you love cats. If you don't love cats, imagine petting a dog. If you don't like dogs or cats, you may be in trouble. But yeah, just imagine yourself petting a cat and giving that cat love, giving that cat compassion, showing affection, and just let that feeling seep into your heart. And the way Gregg Braden recommends to do this is, yeah, just touch your heart, either like this or like this, whatever's most comfortable. And then slow down your breathing. Breathe in deeply, breathe out deeply. And then after you've been doing that for maybe a minute or two, start focusing on positive emotions like love, gratitude, appreciation, good things like that. There's a great, I think it's Sanskrit, but a great meditation, a great chant, a great little mantra. It's called Shanti. And it's just Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. And it just creates the attitude in the mind and in the heart that, yeah, we're all about peace here. We are at peace. There are no threats here, not in the here and now. And so we can calm down, we can relax, we can connect the heart and the brain together, and we can create a positive field linking the heart and the brain. One practice that I have discovered, and what I did is I'm a practitioner of Sanatana Dharma, and so I made a string of mala beads, kind of similar to the Catholic rosary. Matter of fact, I'm a old Catholic, so I made mine in more of the Catholic tradition. But yeah, 108 beads here, plus a few extra beads at the bottom that I ascribe different prayers to. But for the 108 beads that make up the circle here, I just chant my favorite mantra. And what I've noticed that if I want to focus on raising my heart energy and connecting my heart and my brain, because like I said, growing up, Mr. Spock was one of my heroes. And so, yeah, I kind of idolized that. I was all about logic and reason. I made a great little Buddhist growing up. But later on, I began to learn that you've got to put some positive emotion into your work, whatever that may be. And that's one of my weak suits there, is learning to emote, being a little more emotional. than what I used to be. So in order to raise my emotional level, I use something called japa meditation, which is just chanting. And you can chant anything with this form of meditation. And if I want to focus on becoming a better marketer, I just say to myself, I am a great marketer. I am a loving human being, that or the other thing. And I just focus on that I am meditation. And what I find is that when I first start doing the meditation through chanting on the first bead number 1, it's like, okay, it's all logical. It's like, okay, I've got it written down. What did I write down? Can I remember it? I am a great and awesome marketer. 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 And then as I get more into it, as I go from bead 1 to bead 5 to bead 10, I begin to notice that I'm getting more into it. It's not just a mental exercise anymore. I begin to put some passion into it. I begin to put some feeling into it. And it's like, yeah, I am a great and awesome marketer. I am a loving marketer. I am a loving husband. I am this, that, and the other thing. And once I get down to about, bead number 50, yeah, I'm really starting to vibrate. I'm really starting to put some positive emotion into that sucker, and I'm really starting to feel it in my heart. And then by the time I circle all the way around, get to bead number 108, I'm vibrating. I'm feeling it. I'm emoting it. I have developed a strong emotional bond between that logical statement and what I feel in my heart. And that's just a simple form of meditation anyone can do from any tradition. The Catholics, I believe, kind of borrowed the rosary from the Hindus and the Buddhists. But I mean, who's counting? I don't know originally who the Buddhists and the Hindus got it from. They probably stole it from somebody else too. But the thing is that people steal this idea because it works. And so, yeah, incorporate something like that into your prayer life, into your spiritual life, if you are so inclined. Another way of doing it, same thing. Don't have to have a bead of a string of beads or anything for it. But if you just want to set a timer and set it for like 15 minutes or 20 minutes, and then focus yourself on a mantra, something that you created, something that you think is going to help you become a more enthusiastic person in your business or in anything else that you're trying to build up. And then just start chanting that simple mantra. And yeah, the first minute is going to be kind of dull, going to be kind of sterile. Second minute, you might start getting more excited. Third, fourth, fifth minute, okay, you're going to start building up some excitement. And then by the time your alarm rings, after about 20 minutes, you should be pretty much into the practice. You should be feeling it, not just up here, but also down here in your heart area. And the thing is, when you learn to connect the heart and the brain, you can begin to build up a field within yourself that is so powerful. Even your pet dog and cat will be able to notice it. Have you ever had the experience where you're calling your dog, you feel happy, you feel positive, and you're calling the dog to give it a treat, and the dog comes wagging its tail because it can feel your energy. It knows that you're in a good mood. It knows you're going to give it something good to eat. It knows that something positive is in store. And so, yeah, that dog comes. But now, same dog, different situation. You're taking it to the vet. You need to get it vaccinated, or you need to get it fixed because, don't have room for any more kittens or puppies in the house. Or even, heaven forbid, you have to put it down. So this is going to be the animal's last trip to the vet. You're feeling sad. You're feeling nervous. You're feeling anxious. You call the dog. Dog doesn't come wagging its tail. Dog hides under the bed because it knows. It doesn't really know up here, but it's sensing it here. And that's the power of the heart-mind connection. When you can connect what you're thinking with your heart and really feel it and understand that feeling and then learn how to channel it, you can become a powerful influencer. But if you stay detached, if you don't know how to connect your heart and your mind, or team up with somebody that does know how to connect their heart with their mind, then yeah, it's going to weaken you. It's going to weaken you in business. It's going to weaken you in anything that you do. So just remember that example. Yeah, this thing, it may sound too esoteric. You know, it may sound too woo-woo. But yeah, if you think of some real life experiences, like calling your dog for, you know, a treat, as opposed to calling your dog to take it to the vet, you know there's a difference. And the difference is probably focused around what you're feeling. You feel good about giving your dog a treat, right? When you're angry at a dog and you call it, the dog knows you're angry. It's not going to come. Nobody wants to come to get their tail whipped. But when you're feeling good, yeah, it attracts the pets. It can attract other people too. It can attract people to your business. So if you're able to market using positive emotions, if you're able to do anything with positive emotions, you're going to be a lot more attractive to people, even if you got a face for radio. Yeah. So yeah, just work on connecting your heart with your mind. Work on building positive emotions surrounding your business, surrounding your activities, and you will find you are going to become a lot more successful in your business or any other activity. So that's what I'm going to end with today. So yeah, the heart-brain connection. It is a real thing. And most people that I know, I mean, we live in our brain. We tend to be cold, rational, logical, especially about business. I know people, they're cold and rational about their relationships. I know a guy that proposed to his wife because they were shacking up, they were living together, they had babies, and he finally proposed to her, said it was for insurance reasons. Boy, what a silver-tongued devil he was. There are people out there like that. So frickin' cold. Because their heart never gets turned on. They know how to feel anger. They don't know how to feel love. And that's a weakness. It's a weakness that we can overcome through spiritual practice and just focus. Focus on the heart. If you got a problem being too cold in your business, too cold and logical even in your relationships, we can always grow our heart. Just focus on it. You don't have to be a Buddhist or a Hindu or a Christian to do it. You just have to practice a little bit, keep that practice going, and keep with it, and be willing to grow. And that's it. That's all it takes. Now, if you would like to follow me in a business that I feel strongly about, a business that is led by heart-focused people and has a good team of people. One guy is very logical, kind of a nerd, and the other guy is just super emotive. And I mean, they're both seven-figure earners in the affiliate marketing industry, and they make a great team, and they lead our masterminds. If you want to become part of this community, go to my website right here, ralphshomebiz.com. It is an affiliate marketing school led by two powerhouses, one logical, the other very emotive. And I mean, these guys are great teachers. And they teach you how to build up an affiliate marketing business. And they also pay out 80% recurring commissions. So if you want to learn affiliate marketing and you want to earn in affiliate marketing by selling this program, you can be earning 80% recurring commissions just by selling this program alone. And once you learn how to do affiliate marketing, and they have a lot of lessons, they have a lot of live trainings that you can be a part of. Once you learn this stuff, you can apply it to this business, you can apply it to any business. So yeah, once you learn this, you can become successful in anything you want to do online, and you can even apply these same lessons to your offline businesses. So I mean, to me, this is like a great deal. Check it out for yourself, see if it works for you. We're all different, but for me, this is great. Check it out, ralphshomebiz.com. And especially if you want to get into the affiliate marketing business, you want to learn how to build up a business online, that is something very powerful right there. So that's all for today's stream. Catch you tomorrow morning. Until later, Ralph signing out. Thank you as always for dropping by. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Do you tend to be more of a Spock, or do you tend to be more of a Captain Kirk? And until tomorrow, take care.